I always wanted to have this conversation with you about the expectations that we have in relationships. And a lot of time your expectation is always based on your desires and your wants and what you like or what you believe something should be for you. Now, I'm talking about this because most of the time in relationships, we always have expectations of what we want someone to be or do, or how we would like them to be. So I think this is a part two of what I've talked about before, that I want to go more in just a little quick depth about what is that expectation that you create when you are in a relationship with someone. Because here within this conversation, I'm going to give you examples of what I'm talking about and why you as an individual have the expectation of various types of relationships. And you don't realize you're doing that, but that's what you're doing. And you're not actually being or just dealing with reality. So this right here, what I'm going to talk to you about is going to be a very interesting, quick talk that I know is going to help you in your relationship. So thank you for joining me. I love Dr. Pamela Smith. I've been doing this for over 20 years. Thank you for following me and watching and liking. Continue to subscribe. Hit the notification button. Please leave a comment. Let me know what other conversations you'd like me to talk about or what you need help with in your relationship. And as you'll see in the link below, there will be a site that you can go to and get more help, more information on how I can help you change or just enhance or find relationships that you're seeking. Okay, so let's dive right into this. Now, the reason why I'm calling it as my part two of expectation, because I talked about this before. Okay, and I want to talk about this again because some of you in the comments that I receive are not understanding your expectation, not the other person, but your expectation. Relationships, again, are about what you want within a relationship, okay? What you're seeking, what you're hoping someone would be for you, love you, and you have expectations that you seek, which is what, of course, you may have been taught or was raised to have a certain expectation of what love is, of how someone should love you. And you get that from other people, or you get that from what you see, but you're not really getting the real story. You're not getting why your expectations of someone is not reality. Okay? So let's go into the expectation is about what you believe that you expect someone to do for you or treat you a certain way or provide, or your desires, your life. You're seeking something from someone to fulfill something you desiring, and therefore you have an expectation, i.e., you're seeking someone spiritually. You want someone to be old-fashioned and open the door for you, let you out the car. You see what I'm giving you some example of things of your expectation that you seek within a relationship. The thing about that is, when you meet someone, when you desire someone that you want to get to know, or even if you're presently in a relationship, your expectations are giving to that person, i.e., you're telling them about what you like and don't like, right? You're giving them who you believe will make you happy. And so you give them what you want to expect from them. You don't realize that is what's happening. And this is why I'm having to talk. So relationships change through the times that you give someone. Relationships shouldn't stay the same because you're what? You're learning someone. Or you're in a relationship and you're learning about that person, because sometimes we go quickly into relationship and we really don't have everything yet, right? Well, what happens is you begin to have a certain expectation of that person, i.e., time. Time. So when you're in a relationship, you're hoping that the person that you meet is capable or willing to give you time, right? And so you enter into it hoping that this person is so into you the way you're into them and will give you the time that you're seeking and desiring, doing things together, going places together, and it doesn't work out sometimes. That's one example. Other example could be you get into this relationship of becoming a couple, and you feel that things should go a certain way, that this person should do certain things. This person should help you do certain things. This person should talk to you about certain things. But here's the reality. First, I want to talk to my singles. When you're dating, let's say this, when you're in a relationship as a single individual, you are going to be in a single relationship until you make a decision to get married. So what do you mean, Love Doctor? I talked about this before. If you go back and you look, I talk about why you're single until you make a decision that you are a single individual. And I talk about in one of my videos, you can go back and look at it, I talk about single people don't cheat, right? Well, the reason I'm talking about your being single and your expectation, when you're in a relationship with someone, you expect them to be with you, do things with you, go places with you, share part of their life with you, share part of their time with you. But when it comes to your household, or you're handling your household, because remember, we're a single individual living in our separate domain. Well, when you do things within your household or around your home, you don't expect the person to be a part of that. So why not? So if you decide to change the roof, or you try to change your flooring, you don't call your mate and ask permission. You don't call your mate and talk about the decision of what you want to do. You don't call your mate about anything that you do within your household, because they're in their household, you're in your household, and you don't feel you need to because this is your house. So why do you have the expectation within a relationship that this person shouldn't see someone else, date someone else, or be with someone else, because you all have decided to become together in a relationship, but yet you don't call and talk to me about what your decisions that you make within your household and your decisions that you want to make, the changes in your career and your life. You don't call me about that, and you don't trip about that, but you trip about who and what I may do with someone else. See, we don't really think about those type of expectations. We don't think about why we have expectations on someone. And you have expectations on someone because you don't understand where you are in your relationship. And this is why some relationships have the trials and tribulations and go through the changes because of your expectation. You feel that because you're dating someone and they're taking you out and you spend time with them, that you have the right to tell them who to be with or not be with, that you have the right to say you can't be with someone else. You have the right to say, well, if you do, I don't like you. But yet you don't talk to me about anything that you make a decision within your household. So why is it okay to tell me what to do in an intimate relationship, but not on the personal part of our daily lives in a relationship? You don't call and tell me what you would like to do there. So I wanted to have that kind of conversation because our expectations is not reality. And I know you all get on me, oh, love doctors, you always saying that you just want to you're always trying to help. No. It's about giving you reality about who and where you are within relationships. And until you understand that, you will continue to have struggles within relationships because your expectation of what someone should be because they give you time. And therefore the relationship may change. And it may not be as you think it is. Because you don't owe an explanation to someone when you're a single individual. You don't even owe an explanation to someone when you're married. When you're married, you decided, okay, I'm ready to live with you. I want you to come in my home, and I want us to wake up together. I want us to sleep together. I want us to make decisions together. And so let's get married. That's what it's supposed to be. Does that happen? You hope. But when relations break down, it doesn't. And it could change. But if you stop having expectations of someone, and it doesn't matter if you're single right now or even if you're married right now, if you stop having an expectation of someone to fulfill your desires and your wants and your likes and what you believe, and that what you're doing at this time, you would have a better relationship. So I will come back and I'm going to talk about that type of person, the character of the person, how we act and why we do that, because that matters. But what matters most in anything is your expectation. So I hope this information that I'm giving you, we just discussed, will help you out in understanding that when you bring people into your life, when you finally desire someone that you want to have in your life, that you will watch the expectation that you have. And maybe just focus on what you like at the time and just deal with someone with the way that things are now and not have the expectation of what it may be, that you will possibly have better relationships. Okay? So I hope the information that I gave you helped you. You've been with the Dr. Pamela Smith. I will be back as we talk more about love. And understand, if you're single, just be patient. It's just delayed. Your mate is around the corner. If you're already in a relationship, you know what I say. That relationship has got to be about peace, joy, and happiness. Okay? So you've been with Love Dr. Pamela Smith. We'll be back. Thank you for joining me. And we will return talking more about what? Love,